It's so nice being on the surface again, and in an old forest of all places. It's the perfect place for me to return to everything that I know. I'd love to just spend weeks out here, but of course we have something very serious to deal with. My escape from the reality of my situation couldn't just wait for a while. The elves here are in a lot of trouble, facing the loss of their city and fighting the drow raids on their own, cut off from their own city. It figures that Irenicus would use my soul to do something like this. I guess I always knew that he was after great power, and I still don't know what his goals are, but my soul was just a stepping stone to get what he wanted. I hope my soul is giving him trouble with his morality. Maybe it'll have some sort of effect on him, to make him slow down, to reevaluate his motives, and when we confront him, to make him weak and lose. To give up, even. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but I hope something like that is happening. We could use a bit of a break in our luck. We aren't losing, not in battle at least, anyway. Not since Irenicus took us prisoner outside of Baldur's Gate, but we do face delay after delay in getting to him. He always seems to be one step ahead of us, and when we do face him, he always has it all planned out and makes a mockery of us. We'll bring him down soon, I just know it. As for Imoen and her singing and lute skills, it certainly came as a surprise, especially to me. This from someone who has never been very good at keeping secrets. But maybe, even though I've known her for over 10 years, maybe there's a side of her that I don't know. And with everything that has happened to her since Irenicus took her, she feels the need to show it to us now. She doesn't seem to want to entertain the world with her skills, but among us friends, her musical talent was most welcome at a time when we just wanted to think about anything else but Irenicus. Yes, I really have the feeling that, though there's still a lot of fighting ahead, things will only improve. Hee. Wake up, Orin! Shoosh. Oh my. I pry one eye open just in time to see a wall of water heading straight at my face. Frigid water splashes all over my half-dormant body, shocking my senses. Without a shout, I roll out of the soaked bedroll. Yes! Gotcha! The almighty ball-spawn Orin caught defenseless by the great Imoen. Imoen breaks in peals of laughter, empty bucket hanging from limp fingers. I might be wet, but my dignity is intact. I ignore Imoen, pick up my belongings, and start getting ready for the day. Okay, geez, fine, you're such a sourpuss. You'll get over it. I know you will. You always do.
Ugh, my legs are just aching. I've never walked so much in my life. Can we rest now, please?
Ajantis says, it is such a shame this cursed belt did not crumble to dust. We managed to flee from the darkness at last. In the light, I see you, the beautiful woman I fell in love with. So beautiful, wonderful, breathtaking, desirable. It's a shame, really, isn't it? I lean over, allowing Ajantis to have a close look inside of my tunic. Ajantis looks exactly where I intended him to, then quickly away. Love, don't. I stop his speech with a kiss. Orin, you took me off guard with that kiss. Oh, your lips taste like honey. I start rearranging my hair, moving my whole body while doing so, stretching the right parts, bending my back. He's breathing heavily now. Orin, you... He suppresses a groan. Don't! You are so beautiful. I desire you endlessly, and you're so cruel to me. Why are you doing this? Maybe I want to raise the pleasant anticipation of what might happen later. I surely hope you will continue on another occasion, love, but if you do not stop that now, I'll have a serious problem. I can imagine. With that thing, chastity belt on. Okay, so it seems that we have to clean up the camp. Let's get to it. Camp is picked up. Definitely not going to go back to the entrance to the Underdark.
Without doubt.
It was a nice night. Now it's raining. Okay, so I did promise that we would return and bring down the Red Dragon at Ilmar. Is it Ilmar Hills? No. Windspear Hills, yeah. And the Shadow Dragon at Temple Ruins. But first things first, we have to go and get married. So, but you can't do that until the chastity belt is removed, so we're going to have to go all the way to the docks and speak to Cromwell. We also have a couple items.
I tell you, Bruno, we've been on this path previously. Are you sure you know where you left it? I have no desire to keep traveling about in circles.
That's Dritz. Blast it, boy. I may be old, but me memory has not left me head just yet, and we would not even have to look for it had Wolfgar not knocked it out of me hand. I did no such thing, dwarf. But you did, me boy. You were not looking where you were flying about in the battle, and I were too distracted by the trolls to run after it. And then I forgot that ye even did it after. Well, of course, we could be trying to help you find it, but all Dritz was wondering was, he be wondering whether I have a wit left in me head, girl, and I tell you, we'll find me hammer soon enough. I'll not leave it for goblins to steal. Be that as it may, Brunor, Dritz, we've got company. Maybe they found your pretty little hammer, Brunor. I know of this one, Orin, from the Harpers. A drow of good alignment and heroic reputation. He's deserving of respect. Oh, I wasn't with you when I first met him, but that is Dritz. I met him last year. Ooh, another drow. I begin to see them everywhere, ever since the Underdark. They are so vicious, even Boo cowers. What will we do, Orin? One more comment on me hammer, Rumble Belly, and you'll be the first it squishes when I get it back. Peace, my friends. There's no need for us to fight over this. Ho there, travelers. I am Dritz Doerden, most recently of the 10 Towns. Are you friend or foe? I'm a friend, Dritz. I've heard of you. Well met then, friend. Tell me, have you perhaps seen a pink warhammer in the vicinity during your travels? Pink warhammer? Blast ye, Dritz. Me hammer be not pink. Well, you have to admit, Brunor, since Syrian cast that enchantment on it, it has been glowing a little pinkish on the pinkish side. It be red! Red, I tell ye! Call it pink again, halfling, and you'll have yourself a one-way ticket to the abyss. I've been there. It was nothing special. Red, then. Might you have seen something like it, stranger? No, I haven't. Moradin's breath must be about here somewhere. We'll look for it a while longer, then. Brunor, have no fear. We're not expected back in the 10 Towns for a fortnight yet. Tell me, though, stranger, have we met before? I feel as though your face is familiar, but I cannot attach a time or place to it. Should I know you? We met only briefly. I helped you defeat some gnolls near Baldur's Gate. That was you? Glad I am to meet you again, friend. It is good to see others of decent nature travel these roads, especially with all the rumors of danger. If you are in need of assistance, I will be glad to offer it. If not, I will wish you well, and we shall be on our way back to the far north. I have a proposal for you, Dritz, if you will wait for a moment. A proposal? Very well, stranger. I have no objections to hearing you out. If I can assist you, I will. I am Orin, and I seek to defeat a vampire in Athkatla, too powerful to face alone. Will you help? I had heard rumors of this creature, but I also heard that she and her cohorts were destroyed. Are you claiming that this is untrue, that she yet exists? I was the one who destroyed her guild, but she got away. She has returned now, and is stronger even than before. I have experience with such creatures in the past, and I know well their power. If what you say is true, we cannot allow it to continue to exist. What a brilliant idea, to seek the support of this strong fighter for righteousness. I am very pleased, Orin. I will join you in your battle, Orin, although there are things that we must do before that time. Where does this creature reside in Athkatla? In the crypts beneath the graveyard district. I think I know the area you speak of. Very well. We will meet you there when you are ready to venture beneath the surface. Until that time, Orin. An excellent idea, Orin. Adding Dritz and his companions to our battle against Bodhi will certainly tip the scales. You show great wisdom. Wow, I can't believe I met Dritsto Erden. He's, like, practically famous. Aw, man, I should have asked for his autograph. Even when you did meet him last year. Ajantis, you and me were there.
Without hesitation.
Okay, to the docks. Orin, I never did ask about Lilikor. How... If you have a question, I can hear and talk, you know. The sword is talking to her. How can I hear you and talk? Swords can talk. Most just don't have much to say, and we're always listening. And when we hear about killing something, we get all excited. I feel so riled up now. Ha ha ha! Okay, Lilikor. Why are you called Lilikor? Because that's my name, duh. But what about the name of the sword your spirit was enchanted into? It was just some random sword. Not every sword has a cool name like me, you know. Do you have a last name? I told you, it's Lilikor. Then what's your first name? None of your business. What's your last name? See? Come on, I'm tired of this chatting. Let's just go kill something. Sure, I guess.
Some of my finest work.
This will not take long.
Well, let's get that
With Helm's
sword identified that we got. Solemnly, now is already Orin, most wonderful of all women. The priests of Helm are informed and ready to perform the ceremony, and our wedding rings are with my religious brethren. We can go at any time to the Temple of Helm in the Temple District to celebrate our wedding. Are you ready to make the oath of a lifetime with me, beloved? Wonderful. I am longing for this moment. Just as I do. Then let us soon go to the temple when our duty permits. We will do it this way. Once we go to the temple, the priest of Helm will be ready for us. The wedding will be performed by priest Antonius. He is responsible for ceremonies of this kind. I am so happy and excited that I don't know what to say, beloved. However, I would prefer not to marry in this condition. Let us now go to Cromwell, soon if possible. Yes, it's exactly where we're going. Though there are rumors of several liches in the city, after our marriage we should deal with that. Perhaps go to Bodhi afterwards. Okay, so Cromwell's over here. We also have this bow. It's a short bow. It's not something that I'll need. And we have the sword, but we need a gem to the sword. Avar's Guild Hall. Don't need to ever go back there again, since we killed him.
Duty to one's cause
Speed if it
outweighs...
must be done.
Well, we made it back just to see nightfall. There he is. Greetings, Master Cromwell. What can I do for you? It is rather personal, I'm afraid, and rather embarrassing. Might we draw apart from the others so I can tell you in private? As you wish. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, laddie. All you need to do is show a bit of sunlight, and you'll be good as new. You say it is adamantine, but I tried that, and it did not turn to dust. So you did, eh? Well, lad, you have to properly expose it to sunlight, you know. Oh, I see. His face reddens. And that's it? I suppose you could dance a bit, or wave some leaves about, if the fit took ye, but a little daylight's all you need. Now about the fee. That'll be 100 gold for consultation, if you don't mind. Yes, of course. Ah, don't worry, lad. Keep the money to yourself. This is one of those things that you want to remember and tell to your grandchildren when you're old. Thank you, indeed, Master Cromwell.
My honor is
This
my
is
life.
getting more and more ridiculous, beloved. If we can go to a place where I can expose the belt to sunlight and have the proper privacy, I would be very much obliged. But make sure you expose it properly, Ajantis. I don't need you making fun of me, beloved, although I have to admit I might deserve it. Lead the way, and I will tell you when I think it is private enough. We'll probably have to go out into the woodlands again, out into the wilderness, beyond the city. Okay, so we have some items here. A good evening to you, my friend. Good to see you back in me forge, it is. Be there something that you need? Do I have anything that could forge into an item? Couldn't rightly say. Let me have a look at your goods, then. A minute of rummaging, and I'll know for sure, eh? You have some part of a sword here, is it? Let me see. Well, you've the blade of a sword here, indeed, but I would need both its pommel gem and the sword hilt in order to forge it into one piece for you. A pity. Well, what else do you have in your packs, then? What's this, then? Part of a bow? Looks like Jessen's work. Aye, it's Jessen's work indeed. A string and shaft both. I could remake one of the great bowyer's short bows for you. 'Tis a truly powerful weapon. What's involved in that? 2 things, me friend. It'll cost you 7,500 gold piece for the work, no less, and without an apprentice, you'll have to stay here a full day and help me run the forge. Hey, I'm not really one to do this kind of work, but that sounds fine. Let's do it. As you wish. For such a commission, we can start on it right away. No sense in wasting time, then. It'd be best if we just get to it. If it's a short bow, we'll have to compare it to Imoen's bow. She's the short bow wearer here. Well, there you go, my friend. Use it well, and if you comes across anything else of interest, you knows where to bring it, aye? Yes. Short bow of Jessen. The finest bow crafted by Jessen Khan. This weapon draws energy from another plane, firing spears of lightning instead of arrows, and therefore never requiring ammunition of any kind. It is said that Jessen prepared to retire from his craft after selling the invaluable weapon, only to have the bow wrested from his grasp by a thief who used it to end Jessen's own life. A side effect of the bow bestows protection from electricity upon the user. Yeah, it's a short bow. It's a very good bow, though. I think it's superior to what Imoen is using. Does electrical damage. Well, we can sell Tantron's bow. Let's see, do I have anything else in my packs? So he looks through my equipment, sees the sword pieces again. Well, what else did you have in your packs then, Aye, now, this looks interesting. What'd you find? You've the shaft of what was once a powerful halberd. If you find a blade for it, I could reforge the old weapon without much fuss. Quite a mess you have there. Traveling for some time, eh? Nay, I see nothing else here that could be of use in the forge. Perhaps another time, then, me friend. Let's see, do you have, Okay, thank you very much, Cromwell. Let's go. Okay, so we'll have to go out into the woods, which means the wedding is going to be postponed for a little bit. We need to go sell the items that we're carrying. Yeah, this Chastity belt. That's going to be with us for a little while, I suppose. So, if you wouldn't mind giving me the Shield of Boldurin, I'll put that in my pack. Can we get these items identified? Armor of the Heart. Few suits of armor in all the realms are the equal of this full plate. All that remains of the origin of the heart are folk tales and legends. The most popular of these is that an impossible battle was once fought against an army of orcs surging through the Three Trees Pass. Arngor of the Oak led the armies of men and elves, and it is said that he dueled with the orc commander till the sun set, and the land was bathed in a bloody mist. Finally the orc fell, but Arngor had sustained wounds too vast for any to save him. His blood soaked through the armor he wore, infusing it with his courage and nobility. Thus the armor of the heart became known to men. It's very, very good armor, actually. Let's see, could Ajantis wear it? It is a little bit better, more protection, but perhaps we can try this with... It's better for the Gorgon plate. It's better for Minsk. Let's see, is this better than what she's wearing? It is. Okay, so this is the Doom plate. Isn't that something that we got from Durlag's tower? But we lost... Well, we got some of our equipment back, a few items. Since then, the Rennikas have probably gone around and sold it all. So that is upgraded armor for all of us, actually. Well, except for Ajantis, but... For Minsk and for Jaheira, more protection. This armor plate of Baldurin also has... provides more health to the wearer. Huh? It's Lawrence, Lilacor says. What's Lawrence? It's Lawrence, my first name. Really? Wow, no wonder you didn't mention it before. Oh, come on. What's your last name, then? I guess it would have to be after the man who raised me. Puffguts? That wasn't really his name, Emil. That's just whatever his nickname. And you laughed at my name. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah, well, Lawrence, I happen to be a very proud Puffgut. I'm going to use my hands to cover my ears when you don't want to listen to someone. You should do that too. Oh, wait. Shut up, I'm in the mood to kill. Come on, let's tear the head off a drow or something. Okay, so we have that belt and a sword here. Let's identify this sword. Soul Reaver. A social faux pas was placed upon Andor Lycan in a duel with Baron Aerk, heir to a warrior king. Though they seemed of even skill, Andor grew oddly weaker with each hit of the Baron's family's blade. Panicking, he bade his bodyguards kill Aerk. Despite his claims of morality, some noted that the young noble had positioned his men before the duel was even underway, and though he professed disdain for its dark magic, Andor made a tidy fortune off the sale of the evil blade. So, you have to be evil to use it? Yep. Makes it harder and harder to hit your enemies to hit you. No one in our group is able to use that bow. And we can sell this bow. So, as for this girdle, we'll have to get it identified.
It will be done.
Okay then, let's go sell and get this belt identified. Well, we were on our way to speak with the Shadow Thieves again. Ah, Orin, you are here. This is most fortunate, as I had just recently been dispatched to track you down and deliver a message. Well, this makes things much easier, doesn't it? You have done our guild great services in the past, and the Shadowmaster, Aaron Linvale, extends the guild's continued hospitality, and requests to speak to you as soon as possible. I was just on my way to see him, actually. I do not know the reason for his requested audience, ma'am, but he awaits you in his chambers below. Very well, I'll go and see him now. Excellent. The Shadow Master will be pleased. I will go and tell him that you will be attending him shortly. If you can beat me to it.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Quickly and precisely.
Yes, we need to get allies in our fight against Bodhi, which we will be going to shortly. There's a lot of things that I would like to do now that we're back.
Time ago? Yeah, I was like a moonblade.
No, you're very lucky we didn't replace you. Although now that he's actually having conversations with us, I feel a little bit bad. The sword was evil, the two-headed sword that we got, so it was no good to us. Oh, there he is.
Ah, you have returned after all. And far sooner than I expected.
After you left on Havarian's ship, I must admit that I half wondered if you would reach the island. Never mind return. You mean you plan for me not to return? Salmon Havarian betrayed me. At your direction, I think. He betrayed you? I'm not surprised. Oh, don't look at me like that. It was not because of me. Salmon Havarian was not one of my men in the slightest. I did tell you that few ships dare to visit Brynlaw, and you saw the type of person that haunts the place. Havarian was the best available, I'm afraid. And I see that you have your companion back amongst you. That was your goal, wasn't it? I trust you are no worse for the wear, my dear? Other than the fact that Bodhi has my soul, sure, I'm just fine. How about you? Ah, I see. Would that I had a spare. But that's not the commerce I traffic in. My sincere regrets at your condition. I would not wish such on anyone. If you wish, I could have the good captain tracked and punished for his misdeeds. I did pay him extra to keep you safe, gold that apparently was wasted. No, there's no need. He seemed to have little choice in his actions, and he may even be dead, for all I know. Then he is left to his own fate, which is good enough. Havarian has a habit of turning up like a bad copper, so I doubt this is the last I've seen of him. I need your help in dealing with Bodhi. You were successful destroying her guild, of that I am glad, but the mistress herself seems to have survived. I don't know why she returned to Athkatla, but I can't take the risk that she will rebuild and take revenge on the Shadow Thieves, and myself, of course. I would like you to end her existence permanently. I won't fault you for your failure last time. Obviously, both of us underestimated the extent of her power. I would do it, but Bodhi is too powerful to attack without aid from the Shadow Thieves. Then you shall have it. You have proven yourself to the entire guild, and from your reputation you are certainly to be trusted with the lives of my men. I will have Arcanus and Yachiko, and others, our best assassins, join you when you enter Bodhi's catacombs. I want to be sure Bodhi is forever out of my hair.
Go to the catacombs when you're ready, then. Your assassins will meet you there. And, incidentally, good luck.
May Timora smile upon you, too. Okay, well, there's a few things before we attack Bodhi, and one of them I'd like to get off my chest immediately. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.